Mineski's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining.
Mineski's turn to pick. OG's turn to pick. OG's turn to pick. Mineski.
Monkey King.
Enchantress.
Mineski's turn to ban.
Bad Rider!
Ten seconds remaining.
OG's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Mineski's turn to ban.
Welcome back, guys. Yeah, a quick little shift over into our second series here for the Katowice 2019 group stage. I'm joined by Lizard, a beautiful man to my right. First series, let's do a quick little recap on that. What happened when Mineski won against FTD?
They just outplayed them. They just won, lol.
Do you think they can do the same against OG?
I'm not so
10
certain.
seconds
I
remaining.
think
No?
OG is a little bit stronger of a team. Be outplayed like
5
that.
seconds
So
remaining.
GG Bet says the same thing. Look at those odds. Not amazing for OG, I'd say.
crazy odds.
Oh,
Amazing.
have we been on black screen the whole time? My bad.
we?
Something funky just happened. But we'll get into the draft. I'm pressing the button. Nothing happened. But there we go. We've got our first game of the series. OG against Mineski. And a first phase Enchantress with a Monkey King to go along
They
with
just
it.
lost with Enchantress. We were just watching that draft. They just lost to Secret with that. So why go with Ench again?
Against the Tiny as well. First picking Ench with a Monkey King against the Tiny. I guess it's comfortable.
I guess so,
for
because
Thompson and
OG's turn
No
to
Tail.
ban.
Bats used to be the hero to go to versus Ench, because you just crush her. On the lane, at least. While she was played as a core. However, she's played as a support now more often, so having that Enchantress
OG's turn
and
to
having that bat versus that
Mineski's
Enchantress isn't
turn
really that
to
scary.
Ember
They go with
Spirit.
an Ember next. Alright, so this is basically your OG classic draft so far. Ember and Monkey for cores, and then you have the Sense support. I wonder... Bat is really good versus Monkey as well. Mineski picked that Bat for that reason. While Bat versus Ember mid, I
10
think that's still
seconds
alright for
remaining.
Bat, right? Have the buffed.
I mean, Flame Guard is never going to
5
happen, right?
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
The Firefly is buffed. You can't... I mean, he can chain you down, but he can't really run away, so...
OG's turn to pick.
Mineski. Magnus.
Dawn of Magnus.
A completely different Mineski to what we saw earlier on in the day. Tiny Bat Magnus. Early pickups from them. No Undying, no Shadow Shaman.
I mean, now we have to be thinking about an extra carry with that Magnus, right? But look at this. Chuck has been banned, Nyx has been banned,
10
Troll has been
seconds
banned. So
remaining.
Yay.
PA is the only reasonable option left in the
5
pool for
seconds remaining.
Mineski, and I don't think OG has space for that PA, so they're not gonna snatch her. Mineski, I believe this is going to be a Magnus plus PA. Now OG has to figure out a way of dealing with that. And you said there's no chance for Thompson, Shadow Demon, Skyrat or something like that, but there is. This monkey can just as well be played by Jerax.
That's true.
You don't have to be committed to that mid monkey. Especially with the Darkseer too, you have this combination of monkey plus Darkseer, which is quite alright in the lane and after the lane.
And it also gets rid of that fear of the Batrider, like you were mentioning, the cutting of the trees with the Firefly, but also sticky Napalm. Monkey, a hero that's very reliant on changing targets to get Jingu stacks on multiple people, turn with a Boundless Strike, jumping on trees. Just having that turn rate limited screws with the monkey, but if you put him in pos 4, then it's not a core being done over by the bat anymore.
Yeah, first and foremost that, the Flying Vision doesn't really... I mean, it does help you, but he's a position 4, as you just said. At the same time, Bat on the lane and off the lane was always strong versus Monkey, so I suppose they're just gonna put him as 4, and then they're gonna last pick their Thompson hero. And because most of the time I saw them play Ember, it was BLTW. He was the one playing it, or before.
Yeah.
It was an Ana hero before too. And we forgot about this guy.
We did.
This is another good pick up, a hero that isn't PA, obviously. A bit manlier, a bit stronger versus Darkseer on the lane. I think that's what's most...
Oh yeah, that mana break.
Yeah, mana break messes with Darkseer so hard. You can't really pressure anti-mage way too well as a Darkseer. So it's one of those cores that are very greedy, but at the same time are fine versus the Darkseer.
I'm starting to wonder now about the Batrider support.
Bad support.
We've seen Pylai do it in the past. We know for a fact it's in his... I don't want to
Hero
say comfort
power,
zone,
yeah.
but here it's in his kind of rotation of heroes that he can play in that position. But Tiny, Batrider, Magnus, all
10
very
seconds
versatile.
remaining.
OG aren't ever going to be guaranteed sure where these heroes are going.
5
Yeah, they
seconds
can't
remaining.
guarantee, and this is what's so great about Mineski's opening, but at the same time about OG's opening, as you can't really put that monkey on one specific lane. You can't really know if he's a core or not. I think if you're Mineski, you're suspecting that he's not a core, and they're gonna give away what they think with this last ban.
What are you most afraid of here? Because OG do have Monkey and Ember as a bit of catch against the AM, but when he gets Manta style, you've got nothing guaranteed to actually deal with him. It feels like you need like a Hex or something.
Honestly, you don't have catch for him, but you have heroes that are good against him. You have Darkseer later on, even though Darkseer isn't really that great in the laning stage, he's really great versus Anti-Mage later on as he creates that illusion. If AM goes for Manta as well, you have Enchantress with another snatched illusion, and those illusions versus Anti-Mage work so well. They finish off with the Grimstroke, right? You have double SO combination, I suppose, and that's about it. Double Void. Not really the best Grimstroke game.
But against
overall,
Ember,
it's
just
alright.
having the Soulbinders.
Yeah, the Soulbind is great
Super
versus
handy.
Ember too. And the Phantom's Embrace, obviously. So, yeah, Grimstroke is pretty good here. Not
10
as good as
seconds
Oracle would have been
remaining.
for them per se, because you'd be able to purge off Ember, purge off Darkseer. That
5
would have been an
seconds
amazing
remaining.
pick, but it's fine. Grimstroke is another position 5 that's gonna work just as well.
I do like the Weaver Bat as well. A hero that can lane against the Batrider, basically.
Yeah, and they're expecting this monkey to be a support. That's a dead giveaway because they banned out the Weaver, right? Long gone are the days of Weaver position 4, so...
But does this mean Magnus mid for you? Batrider off lane, Tiny 4, Grimstroke 5, Mag 2, and AM as the 1? Or did you just put Moon on the Tiny and say Magnus is the position 4? Is that what you're more comfortable with?
I think they go with Magnus 4 again. You have Magnus 4 plus Choke. I dislike Magnus as a 3 or as a 2. I don't like him currently as a 3 or as a 2. Like, sometimes it can work. If you have a powerful carry such as Anti-Mage, Magnus mid can definitely work, but it's just so hard to pull off. You basically limit yourself when you could be just that position 4 that gets that Blink Dagger, just does just as much as you would do from mid, right?
So what's the biggest debate here from OG? Keep Thompson on the Monkey King and pick like an Earth Spirit as their final hero?
That could be the next level mind game, definitely, from OG. They could go for.
I feel like all of the lanes are fine except for the lane against Batrider.
Yeah. They definitely struggle there. Nikes is not an option. He's banned.
Can you
PL
pick
used to be...
Exactly.
Yeah, PL used to be an option. He's also pretty decent versus AM, I suppose. But in this current day and age, in this current meta versus Magnus, PL could work, but it might be a little bit problematic. And then their draft doesn't really do a lot.
Oh.
PA also is a hero who I didn't expect, to be honest, but...
Tops and Ember. It's ILTW playing the PA.
Alright, so we're gonna see Tops and Ember on that mid lane, most likely.
Both
Or even
teams
safe lane. We'll see.
patiently waiting for their heroes to be picked.
In before position 4 Ember Spirit.
I was waiting for it.
Double.
I was pre-hyping myself for the support Ember, the roaming Ember. It's a UK Dota special, I'll tell you now, back in the old United Kingdom in-house league games, Chaos Knight and Ember Spirit.
UK Dota lol.
Roaming heroes. Very powerful. So strong.
Pebby is gonna be that Magnus for Pylidai, or Pylidai is gonna be 4 on Grimstroke. We'll see how they decide to split their farm. Moon is definitely gonna be that mid Tiny, and we're gonna see a bat on the offlane.
Well, before we move into game, we've got a quick little Mercedes MVP video to play through, so we'll move into that before the game begins properly.
Nice.
And in classic Dota 2 fashion, we've not actually started yet.
Is there a way for casters to be MVPs? I could really use a Mercedes.
I think people have asked this on panel before, and the answer is fuck no.
No?
Terms and conditions say nah.
But can we get like a scooter or something, like to scoot around at least?
You know the old Mercedes on the front of the car, they had the little hood ornament?
Yeah, of course.
You get one of those in plastic. If you pay $30.
Yeah, if you pay $30, you get that.
It's easy to.
And the pen. You get Mercedes pen as well.
Those, the dongers, the clappers. Mercedes logo branded as well. Here we go. Game 1, 2. Best which I want to look at it. OG versus Mineski for the group stage of ESL 1 Katowice 2019. As KP starts the game off upside down, and it wouldn't be an OG game without some tips to begin.
For some tips, some
self-tipping,
some voice chat. Obviously, they have to keep the game interesting for themselves. They've been around forever, so you have to do some new things, new stuff. You have to explore, you know.
Oh, was the advert too loud? My bad, guys. I will turn that down for next time. I can't turn down the Monkey King laughing, unfortunately. That's not something I can do.
It's his laughter, right? And laughter of Skyrad that lasts for ages.
Yeah, it's atrocious.
Techies is just... Meepo is also very... Well, they all are a bit annoying when they kill you and laugh. Jarax is scouting. 3 of them here on top lane. They're gonna have that Darkseer plus Jarax lane apparently right now. But I think what Seb's gonna do is just creep skip, and Jarax can rotate across the map. Perhaps help with the Tiny mid. Tiny versus Ember might be a little bit Tiny favored. Just a slight bit.
Oh my god, that's why he's picked Darkseer.
Oh god, that's the best one.
Such a good line. Sam is gonna get skewered.
He might
Off
die.
to the left, he might actually fall. Where's your laughter now, Darkseer? Walking it off with a nice little stout shield to keep him alive as Jirac tanks up the majority of the damage. But both OG heroes survive.
Yeah, they survive, but they were off HP and now they have to use their salves. It's not gonna be an easy lane for them. Right, what do I do as a caster? Do I mute these voice chat lines or do I just enjoy them? I can't decide right now. Whatever I do, AM is going on.
You never win.
Yeah, Seb is losing a lot of mana, a lot of HP, no surge. This might be our first blood even. He is quite fast, so they're gonna leave him. He calculated. Oh, did he calculate this?
Stout shield?
One more.
Stout shield?
One more.
Oh.
He regens up.
It's always one more.
Yeah, Mango plus the Tango. makes him invincible.
Easy peasy.
He has to run base. Luckily for him, Jerax is creep skipping, so they're gonna have some fun with those creeps at least.
Jerax. Off he comes. Jerax. So what do we have? VLTW.
He messed up that pull. Look at that. The creeps are all returning back. Like, look, 2 creeps here, 1 creep there. 1 creep went into the small camp. The ranged one got denied. It's like horrible for him. I was like, all right, he did this well, and then it all failed.
Man, unfortunate. Monkey King gonna jump onto Pylai Die. Inkswell to turn around here. Grimstroke battling with the Monkey King. That's a good attempt, that one. Trying to dodge with the mischief, but not quite. Perfect timing.
Mid lane Moon is going around for Thompson, zoning him out of the range creep a bit.
And down bottom, the Batrider falls. Catch the tail end of that. 9 stacks of napalm up on the bat. No tail dropping the don't be mad as up top. We will lose the Monkey King deep behind enemy lines.
I think that Bat is having a better lane than this Darkseer though. Bat is what, level 2, and he got some experience. While Darkseer is being tri-laned here, to be honest. He has Jerax helping him, but he isn't really managing to accomplish a whole lot.
And RTW can continue farming. Get those stick charges going. So AM Tiny leading the charge 12 and 8, 12 and 5 for the CS.
I think their lanes are set up a bit better on the side of Mineski.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
This lane with Enchantress just doesn't feel way too strong. Especially once that creep is dead, the first one. So Bat can just block the camp or mess with the Enchantress. So she never gets an additional creep. If she does manage to though, it can be hard for Bat again.
What's Thompson up to? 11-1. Feels like he's doing better than expected against a Tiny who has, you know, he doesn't have Quelling, but he's got Bracer and of course the Tree Grab.
Yeah, the Tree Grab is just enough for him. Completely dominate early on. Like, you can't really contest him very well as an Ember. Top lane Jerax is trying to... Well, he isn't trying, he made a double creep camp. Now he has to survive some.
Is he gonna die for this?
Oh, he does have that jump.
And off he goes. Up onto the canopy, springing from tree to tree.
2 creep waves are gonna go now. Actually, they're gonna connect to the third one, yeah, so you're gonna have 3 creep waves going Darkseer's way. He does not have a lot of regen to work with, so...
He also doesn't have level 3.
Yeah.
It feels like he's desperately scrambling for that level 2 Ion Shell before this massive...
Yeah, because if he doesn't have level 2 Ion Shell, that is his level 3, I'm not certain he's gonna be able to get a lot of CS out of this. And
expectation.
We'll see, but I think Dar is gonna try to dive this tier 1 even, to deny him from all of that experience that's coming his way.
See what they get up to in a second, as they do control that wave a little bit up top, near the tier 1 of the Dire side. KP down bottom. Starts to cut the wave here. No tail with a ghost, has a slow, and KP actually doesn't have a TP or any means of escaping, so it feels like No Tail potentially will grab a kill on the Batrider, but no.
Denied.
His feet
Dying.
Where are you going?
gonna get some CS as he drags the wave back, and now No Tail goes for the attempt, realizing that KP is pretty much stuck out here all alone. This 1v1 is awkward as hell though. KP, yeah, he's got...
They don't really have enough damage, both of them, but I guess Bat dies here. There's heal on Enchantress, there's another slow. She should get this.
Eventually.
Eventually she should get this, yeah.
Death by 1,000 cuts. KP just getting tickled to death by the Enchantress and her little spears. And maybe he can deny to neutrals. Maybe he can get himself... Nah, tower. We'll clear him up. And there's the tip from No Tail. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Yeah, Enchantress, calm down.
Mid lane.
Oh, yeah.
Getting very low, but just run away safe.
That's the classic Thompson 1v1 scenario, I feel like. Both heroes on like 50 HP.
Yeah, it's barely surviving.
He loves playing up to that very edge. Seb, skewered, but with his surge and the help of that Boundless Strike, Arjit still following forward, but no real commitment to try and finish off that kill. And Jerax gets a good amount of damage onto this tower with the catapult wave as well. Mineski, like they're not scrambling here. It just feels like they're a bit on edge, the way that OG are really pressuring them in all these lanes, even though they started out so spectacularly for them.
Yeah, it felt like they're gonna be the ones that pressure OG, but I feel like it's the reverse now to that OG, to that Mineski versus FTD game. Bot lane, KP.
Thompson does die mid to the rotation of the Grim, but bottom lane, KP has been trapped in the cage of trees.
Yeah.
3 heroes rotate onto him.
KP died, but I think this Thompson that we missed on mid, that I missed on mid, was definitely better.
Hey, you can say we.
We can, alright. We share this.
Yeah. We share the failures and the successes, don't you worry.
We're gonna make it right. Mid lane again.
He's got the toss back into the tower. Thompson not quite hitting level 6, so no remnants. Gets silenced up. Finish off the Phantom's Embrace, but Moon with this double damage rune should be able to chase this one down and kill off Thompson.
Toss.
Oh, nice. Toss forward and finish off. Moon grabs the kill on Thompson yet again.
Yeah, he had 11 stick stops and he did. This chap did not use his sticks. Passive sticks low. I mean, he'd probably die anyway, but now that's the second time that he died. He didn't get that 6, so he's gonna have to run back mid. This is the worst feeling as a midder. He died with no port.
No tail.
Dire's
What's he up to over here? He's gathering creeps, but he's being burnt down by the Firefly, and with Grimstroke's arrival, a quick little snipe onto No Tail.
I guess he was trying to snatch their gems, the stacks or something. What else he could have been doing there? Oh, he might get the kill, yeah, Pi. He might fall here. Oh, no shockwave.
Sata's expiring and there's no mana on him.
Yeah.
No shockwave.
Yeah, it's very sad, like how Enchantress works right now. You get those creeps for a very short amount of time, so if you don't utilize them instantly, they just die and leave you all alone.
No Tail will come in and refresh the Hellbear. ILTW very deep as KP drops very low. 8 minutes. And the runes are about to spawn, and Moon, he wants a kill rune here, and it's a haste. That is perfect for him.
Rune.
That
No
is
mana
for sure. No Tail pops the old wisps to heal her up. And Moon, I don't know if he can actually get this one.
I think he can chase her now with haste. He's gonna skip the Ursa and go for when the spirits are off. Oh,
But she just dispels it.
nice.
Haste equals dispelled. No Tail held that one nicely. And Moon trying to kill the Hellbear off. Gives it the old toss and smackdown.
Yeah, he was mad that he couldn't kill the Enchantress. He took all his fury out on that poor little Fulborg.
What's happening top now? 54-33, Arjit. CSing like an absolute champ.
We expected this, right? Like that anti-mage just wins the lane versus Darkseer super hard. He actually went for Vlads. Look at that.
And Febby's sitting here just pumping him with Empower over and over again.
I mean, if you have that Empower all the time, I guess going for Vlads first can work.
Oh, a big stack that Thompson scouts. Tries to steal, but here comes the silence. Phantom's Embrace. Thompson, has he killed that off?
Oh, he's not on low ground.
Oh dear, now he is.
No.
Here comes Febby. Inkswell not going to land. Thompson somehow gets away, and there's a Monkey King hiding. Where is he? Can I click on him? There he is. He's still here. Jumping forward. The Shrine now down. The Boundless Strike connects with one as he leaps back to the right-hand side. Mineski even bringing Moon up here as
He
Thompson.
stole a bunch of creeps Jarax did actually there. He was just waiting to steal gold. I love how some of these supports such as Jarax and Yapsor play. They just look out for themselves first, you know, and then it's like, team, don't worry, you got another carry 10 minutes after.
But just look at this. This is a bizarre move, right? They move into the jungle. Sure, they get a ward down. They look for that stack. They force Mineski to bring 4 heroes top, and they still cut that top wave with the Ember Spirit to farm, and they have the PA taking tier 1
It's
down.
just-
Bottom lane, it's all smoke and mirrors from OG, opening up the map on the north side, so the PA can have free farm on the south.
Yeah, they are just masters of deception, of creating space for their cores. And I don't know, like ELTW, he hasn't been in this team for way too long, but he can definitely deliver once everything is on him, right? Like, he does so well with some of his heroes, such as Nyx, Terrorblade. I haven't seen him a lot on PA, so we'll see what he can do with this hero too. But if you give him enough space, this guy usually delivers. Just as Anna is gonna come and deliver...
Deliver another TI victory.
yeah, pretty much, most likely.
3 months before TI.
Yeah, the
Holiday's
LTW
over.
is gonna be Pepe Hands.
Where's my slot, guys? Seb has now taken control of the top lane. Febby given a little bit of room to get experience there, but immediately shoved away. As RTW comes in for the tier 1. As Ajit holding strong mid against Thompson's Ember.
Yeah, I mean, if you are Mineski, you have to realize this PA is stronger than we are right now. They have PA Ember downs here. We have to just cut our losses, split push, try to farm where we can.
Wall dropped on the AM. Alright, Seb. Surge that illusion. Go get him, boy.
I mean, this illusion right now is just looking silly, right? Using that wall there didn't really accomplish a
It's got
lot.
a Vlads.
Yeah, it has.
Pretty Ember. Do they have a Vlads on the Radiant at all, actually?
Most likely not. PA isn't building it. She's going for Battle Fury, so no.
Nice glyph on the creeps.
The mid lane, they do get Grimstroke.
They're trying to get Bat as well. Surging the AM illusion in. Thompson. Searing Chain's ready now. Onto 2 is perfect from him. And KP can't get the lasso.
They want that top rune, but it's not there, sadly, for them. And they can't fight. Like, this is the problem when you have this support Magnus. He does empower you, but he doesn't really contribute a whole lot in the mid game. So he's gonna have to get that RP as soon as possible, get that dagger, so they have ways of initiating besides that bat.
Like right now he's invis. He would so love to have an RP right now. Level 5.5 is sad times 12 minutes in.
Moon is getting that blink, so he's gonna basically allow Mineski to take these fights, to have a way of actually fighting them, to not just lay back and take the beating as OG takes control of the full map.
Something to play around. Hobson plays into drums on this Ember Spirit.
Alright, tanking up a little bit, just to not be blown up by the Tiny, I suppose. Gets that movement speed versus Bat too. Overall though, you have Enchantress versus the Empower, right? You have the Enchantress for the illusions. You have Jerax perhaps falling to Ajit bottom. Nah, he's fine.
We do have Pilot Eye falling in the Radiant, in the Dire Jungle though. Moon has already expended his combo here, so a quick wall drop by Seb, and Thompson thinking about collapsing on the Tiny. And OG very disciplined, holding back and really just looking for this objective, the mid-tier 1.
Pilot dive bot back there for some reason. Didn't really accomplish a whole lot with that, but he's back now. They both are about to hit that 6. With a few creeps, yeah, they get the soul bind. They still don't have the RP, sadly, for them.
Right? Who's that? Being tossed away. Oh, it's Seb. Say goodnight, Darkseer. Even the Boundless Strike won't save you from that, but Thompson's arrival will get them a couple of kills. As Soulbind arrives from Pilot Die, saving his life for what, 6, 7 seconds?
Honestly, if Seb wanted to make a better initiation, he wouldn't be able to. That was perfect for them. Like, yeah,
It's like tossing a tide.
Yeah, he has. Look at him. Like, he has no vacuum. He has no wall. Like, what does he do? If he gets tossed in, it's the same as if he ran into you. If he makes you focus him and waste your spells, he already did his part. Like, they just killed themselves. That's what they did, nothing more.
Thompson and ILTW very happy when all the stuns are on cooldown.
Exactly.
And they can jump in with impunity as Moon will just have to give up that tier 2, and this map is slipping away from Mineski very quickly. KP has the boots of travel to maybe open up a bit of split push.
Yep.
But again, we come back to this anti-mage. Vlad's Yasha, aiming for the Manta style very early on. It feels like they want to hit that timing, but it's not coming.
He wants to fight. He has that empower. He should be the guy that's able to come online a bit faster. He's not that usual anti-mage with the Battle Fury, right? So we'll see if he manages to, because this lineup of OG right now is looking very scary.
Well, this is a move that we saw Mineski pull against FTD. They swing pretty hard onto the enemy side of the map, get some deep wards down, especially around Roshan.
Bottom lane Febby might be falling.
Definitely will be. And so will his morale. As No Tail spams out even more chat wheel nonsense.
Do you mute him if you're a player?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, right? Like,
It's like True Sight. LGD were like, what do we do? Do we just mute them? How do we know if they call GG? What do we do then? Easy tier 2 for OG down bottom. At least a bit of a trade from Mineski as they grab a tier 1. on that top side of the map.
Dire's bottom tower
Well,
is under
I
attack.
like, anyways, I like the way Mineski is positioning themselves around these top two observers that they've got. They realize, all right, guys, they've taken over the map control. Let's do what we can around the vision that we do have. Let's just play around there, and if someone pops up, maybe we get a pick off. It's very unlikely, but it is possible. You never know.
Popson alone top. Let me click him. Yeah, he's got a remnant defensively over here.
Yeah, they need a blink from Tiny to do that. There, to go for that kill, but it's so hard, honestly.
Ice armor now. No tail grabbing some of these nice little aura creeps. As Ember Spirit actually pushing reasonably hard top lane. Remnant has still got a fair amount of time on it, and Monkey King is backing him up over towards that Remnant. Lasso to kick things off with the Phantom's Embrace to follow through. Moon with the combo. And down goes Topson.
I mean, he let himself get lassoed there. He could have went away with that Remnant, right? As you said, he had it up. But he let that happen for some reason. He thought that he'd be able to survive.
Didn't expect the Tiny to come in and finish him off, and KP didn't expect the PA. As RLTW came in to slay, finds the kill on Bat, so the 1-for-1 trade
Radiant's middle tower
feels
is under
still
attack.
pretty good for Mineski, though.
I'm just waiting for this AM to take over the network charts, because you're playing with the Magnus. You aren't committed into buying that Blood Fury. He's just following you around. He's basically your empower, personal empower service. Personal empower machine, Fabi is. And PA, she has none of that. Like, no one to buff her up, just the Battle Fury. And she's still on top, so...
And they're doing Roshan.
Yep.
Everybody's here from OG except Seb, who will surge himself down to the pit. And the 3 Dire Observer boards, they are very, very forward placed from Mineski, have seen this all happen.
Radiant's
They know that
top
OG
tower fortified.
are somewhere in that area, but maybe they feel they're a little bit deeper in the Dire jungle and not doing Roshan like that, because they didn't try and contest, they just tried to take the tier 1.
I think they should have known, because you see the courier, the way it's flying. You saw Enchantress killing that creep in front of the pit. I think they just decided not to fight. Oh god.
Very, very swift kill on Bat. Topson chased it, RTW was there and ready. But yeah, like, these wards, they see OG kind of coming into this area, and I'm just wondering if they thought OG was setting up for a fight.
That's true. That might be very possible, indeed.
Are they going to catch anyone down here? Febby has no blink. Arjit will get the tower and get himself away from danger for now. Yerax, no tail, looking for Moon. Stun doesn't connect quite quickly enough.
Is it really Yerax? Does he pronounce his nickname like that?
That's how I've been told by the Finnish people.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It's Finnish after all. They have this crazy language of theirs. So.
How do you pronounce the J in Bosnia?
Yeah,
It's
the
Yer
same
as
way.
well, right?
Yeah, it's the same
It's
way.
majority of...
Like, if you wanted to pronounce that on Bosnian, it would be Yerax.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, Febby. Fake bumping. Topson's already remnanted out. Mineski in this position that very rarely feels good. They're on the back foot in their base.
this Tiny might be... Alright.
AM's jumped in onto Seb. Lost all his mana, and there's the toss to finish him off. Lasso in the back, catching Enchantress, but the damage is lacking so far from Mineski. They've spent it all on that poor little Darkseer. Soulbind will arrive onto Topson and No Tail, but ILTW chasing Moon. This is a tanky Tiny with his Echo Saber and a Bracer, but they still want to try and just chip away at it.
They realize this is not a kill, boys. Let's back out. They do get that kill on Darkseer, honestly. Mineski, considering they're playing versus Aegis and all that stuff, they keep their cool heads. They play that well.
It's just making moves out of the base feels close to impossible for them.
This should make my life easier.
They have a basher now on AM, so honestly, things are picking up for them. Perhaps they can do a couple of moves now. They still have that RP, right? Yeah?
There's BKB on PA.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's going to be a bit spooky. No Tail just walking forward because Topson has created that front line already. Backstabbing Mineski, looking for Moon. Inkswell will try and keep him alive, but the damage from ILTW with the BKB finds Moon. And they make it look easy as well, because ILTW just diving into their base. Magnus down for 25, no RP and no Empower.
That?
And Topson just going ham.
Tower is under
Yeah, he
attack.
created so much space there. They just went in like crazy, and
Dire's
Magnus,
are fortified.
it looked like a decent... I don't know. It looked like he might have a decent RP there, but it just didn't happen.
It's one of those real tough spots to be in.
Dire's middle tower is under
Tier 3,
Dire's middle
grabbed by
tower
OG.
has
They're
fallen.
focusing melee racks here as well. 10 seconds until Tiny's alive.
Dire's middle barracks are under
Guess they're
attack.
assuming here no blink on Magnus for quite some while.
They
But
have
there's a blink on
ages.
Bat.
Yeah, they have ages, but I think you back off here. I think that would be smarter.
Double lasso coming in with a soulbind, and AM, he's come into play. Even with the ball dropped, they've got a 2-man RP, and that's a beautiful start for Mineski. Jirax is tossed into the middle of the fight, and the Avalanche connects with him as RTW back to the battle, and the Wukongs zones Mineski away from these melee barracks. No-Tail has kept that catapult alive, tanking up the creep wave. And there goes the melee barracks middle, only losing the Ember Spirit and the Aegis, really. Moon wants to make it more, get some collateral kills. No-Tail in trouble, Avalanche and AM finish him off, but ILTW still super healthy. If they can get some big hits and crits onto Arjit, maybe they find a kill, but KP has offered himself.
Middle barracks are
Nice little present to the gods. As OG get a beyond godlike double kill streak continuation on ILTW's PA, and Moon and Arjit, they're just going in for more. Avalanche, BKB from ILTW again. Up and running, and Arjit stunned. The crits, the hits are there. ILTW looking for even more as Febby skewers to the high ground, but that's not going to be enough to save you from PA. Or maybe.
I
Run away.
expected him to go hand
Dire's
there, but
middle tower is under attack.
he opted not to. He remained disciplined, moved back.
He's got no tail in his ear.
After all, he doesn't want to get replaced by Anna instantly, so goes back, gets that Dezo, chills out a bit.
I won't feed, guys, I promise.
Please don't replace me.
Thompson now can get onto that split push action. Quite an interesting build on his Ember.
Thank you, Mila. Mila says that now the PA has a Desolator as well.
Very nice. Seb, though, dying and buying back. Yerax gets lassoed up as No Tail pummels in with the impetus damage. Moon getting finished off by ILTW. The Soulblind causing a few problems here as there is no Phantom Strike, but a dagger will seal the deal. And now OG can look off to the left. 2 easy kills as they find KP and Pylai die. Simple as you like. Mineski lose 3, and they only got what? Oh, they got the Monkey and the Darkseer with the DS buyback.
Yeah, Darkseer bought back, but that's still super worth it for OG. They can just go and pressure high ground now. There is RP on Magnus, and he's gonna have that Blink Dagger for the next fight.
Dire's top tower
And Grim
is
just bought
under
smoke as well. They've got to know this is one of their last plays that they can make in this game.
But No-Tail is creating space already. Ajit is playing with No-Tail instead of going and playing with his Raxes.
No Tail, exactly. He knows. He knows what he's doing. He's toying with this young man's heart, and Arjit,
Dire's
he's got to get himself in here. Bat Rider, chained up, no lasso, but yes, there's a big crit. A 3-man RP. It's a good connection. The trouble is the damage is lacking. Now we move in with a Bebby kill, and Arjit's got to sprint away. The crit from LTW says goodbye. And Mineski, they tap out here in game 1. OG still continuing this hot streak.
That was a great RP, but for what? Like, he RPs 3, but AM doesn't even commit to it because there's a wall right next to it. And when he tries to commit, Magnus skewers them away. And then he cannot. So basically that RP just baited them in the end. This is my